this one. And the Golden Gophers will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Louisville's offense will get first crack at it today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Cardinals will punt this one away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
So Minnesota's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Love the play design there offensively. You got three tight ends out on the field, and I think everybody on defense is expecting runs. So what do? You go play action. You suck those linebackers and those safeties up, and they're able to sneak a linebacker behind them into the second level for the pitch and catch first down.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Minnesota! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today. And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Wants to throw one first. Got it in the middle. It's McClure. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps swinging it. Reels it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your 1st sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Using his legs, it's long. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Right back to it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just got rid of that one.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the move. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll move the wide receiver. The fake wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Smith. Bring him down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. Plows his way ahead. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Got the first himself. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. The Gophers will take their first time out. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Ripping through the defense. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough.
Snags it, and there's running room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side, it's McWilliams. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, pressure's coming. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're all over it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Appreciate that, Holly. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Loss of 8. Second down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Hayes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Fowler. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tough run here. It's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. This time they'll throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hits inside, it's long. Crosses the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points. And again,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Look out! Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on 1st down. Caught on the stop.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Hayes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That's caught. It's Brown. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Drops back on 1st down. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The run inside. It's McClure. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Soft spot in the middle. Past the 30. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Right side, it's Smith. Shakes a man, he smashes his way through again. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Left side, it's James. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them. Think they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Out wide right, it's Brown. Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Move to his right. He'll get rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet. It's Cherry. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Lets it fly. Right side, it's McWilliams. Down he goes. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They marched 72 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Golden Gophers sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. They get to him as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Got a man in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Just feeds the running back. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. And the field goal unit is on the field. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Cherry. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able...
It's picked. And another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid... A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough, even when the team isn't ranked.